following rules. So I'll just write rules for radicals once more. So if you have square root a times square root b, that is square root ab, and square root a over square root b, so this is a. That is square root a over b. So, example 7. Square root 2 times square root 6 equals square root 12. And we can further simplify, that is 3 times 4, which is square root 3 times square root 4, which is square root 3 times 2, or 2 square root 3. There is yet another way. For example, square root 6. So square root 2 we rewrite. You can write as 3 times 2. And that is now square root 2 times square root 3 times square root 2. Now you can use commutative law. And this is square root 2 times square root 2 is 2 square root 3. And you can see that it is the same answer as here. So there are different ways to solve the problems. Let's see. Question 8. 12 to square root 3 simplified. Okay, so well, here we can cancel. I will write again. So 12 over 2 square root 3 is, we can say 6 over square root 3, which is 2 times 3 over square root 3, which is 2 times 3 to the power 1 over 3 to the power 1 half, which is 2 times 3 to the power 1 minus 1 half, which is 2 times 3 to the power 1 half, and then we can just write as 2 square root 3. So using question 7, if you look at this, and question 8, and using the results, you can, for example, conclude that square root 2 times square root 6 equals 12 to square root 3, which is an interesting thing to see. Let us simplify more. So let's see, 2 square root 6 over square root 2. Again, you can do 2 to the power 1. Here is 2 1 half times square root 6, which is 2 to the power 1 minus 1 half. Here we can write 2 times 3. And we have 2 to the power 1 half square root 2 times square root 3. And this here is simply 2 square root 3. And again, if you compare with this, seems that we have, it is the same result. So we can write square root 2 times square root 6 equals 12 over 2 square root 3 equals 2 square root 6 over square root 2. So all these actually are the same. Okay. The last thing I want to mention here is rationalize. denominator. So rationalizing denominator is if you have a fraction in which you have something like, so a fraction here is, let's say, some number, okay, and here you have square root a plus minus, so plus or minus b. Then you rationalize it by multiplying square root a minus plus, so the sign will be opposite. Sign will be opposite. And then you can simplify here in the denominator. That will be then number or expression. Can also be a minus plus square root b, and here will be a minus b. So let us see an example here. For example, we want to rationalize the denominator in the expression. So here we have plus, so we multiply by 1 minus square root 2. And here also 1 minus square root 2. And now that will be 1 times 1 minus square root 2. And here will be 1 squared minus 2 and square root. And then squared. And that is 1 minus square root 2. And here is 1 minus 2. So that is 1 minus square root 2 over minus 1. And that is square root 2 minus 1. So you can see that basically from the fraction we arrive at something which is not a fraction and contains only the radical. Second example, so let's say this is 1. Here 1 square root 3 we want to rationalize, so we are multiplying by square root 3 over square root 3, that is square root 3 over 3. And then in the denominator we don't have anymore the radical, it is just the integer. And 3, we have 6 over 2, let's say square root 3. Here we are just going to, we can write this as 6 over 2 times 1 over square root 3. And now this is where we have the denominator, the radical in the denominator. This is okay. So this we don't need. 6 over 2 is basically 3. So that is 3, 1 over. And now we multiply by square root 3 over square root 3. So we have 3 square root 3 over 3, which is just square root 3. And basically that's the most important about laws of exponents, radicals, surds, rationalizing the denominator, very important. So this is one very important thing for you to know and practice more. We will see more examples in the future videos. Thank you for watching.